Hello there folks, I'm Dan Brown from asortofinterestinlife.com, and today you're joining me as I hop on board that incredible multicoloured Fixie there and ride about 5 miles off my little boat here down the towpath alongside the canal. We're setting out from the sort of Chirk Western Rin area and heading down 5 miles, like I say, to the Poncassufley Aqueduct and the Trevor Basin. And I'd say it's not much of a ride because obviously at the side of the canal there's no locks on this stretch, so it's pretty much entirely flat the entire way. So on a nice day like this where there's no wind, well, whatever you put into the pedals comes out of the tyre, I say. Once again though, if this is what I consider the good side of the canal towpath as we head up to Chirk Aqueduct here, and that's the viaduct there that you're seeing, the higher one. If I was travelling about 5 miles on the opposite direction, then it would be nothing but mud pretty much all the way, an incredibly bumpy surface as well. There's probably, in these conditions where it'd be so waterlogged, is the sort of time then you're likely to see me actually fall off. Cyclists dismount, low headroom as we head into Chirk Tunnel here, and it's got to be said that this is a pretty big tunnel, and as you can see here, this is why I personally won't ride through it if I don't have to. And hopefully you'll be able to see now in the light. I'm just pushing the bike through at this point. But you can see there's bars coming down from the handrail there. And you do not want to get your pedal caught on one of those in the middle of a tunnel next to a canal. I can assure you that much. On the other side of Chirk Tunnel now, this is a rather interesting area. It's all covered in by these trees, and you can see the sheer amount of wood that there is on the floor, and that's where I go and collect a lot of firewood that I use on board Tilly. So you go a little bit further up, and last year in the snow, that is where a huge amount of trees come down. Check out snowy canal scenery or something like that on YouTube, and you'll see my video of it. It's just unbelievable. White over with snow and trees cutting off the canal all over the place. So we run opposite Chirk Marina here. Very nice marina there. Spent 2 months in there last year, so that's quite a nice experience and certainly different to just being out going up and down the canal. And moving on, this is coming through the Whitehurst Tunnel, just a short tunnel a little bit further up from the marina. And this here is a very nice area to moor up. There's a little bit of traffic noise from a road that goes off just across the fields, but I don't know, I really like the area out there, and that's where I was stuck when all the trees came down in the snow that I just mentioned. As we carry on around the corner here, the bridge that's coming up, in fact that bridge right there, last year I don't know if anybody was injured or not. I don't think they were, but don't quote me on that. But somebody knocked a piece of that bridge in a vehicle off over into the canal, and well, you can imagine a huge chunk of brickwork like that wasn't great to have to sail past on a little boat, because you've got very limited space there. So we're heading up towards Poncassufley now. Just show you the canal on the opposite side. You don't want to run into those stones. There's a nice little bit of private mooring on the opposite bank there. And this side of that bridge just mentioned, you've got this really good tarmac road all the way. It's a little bit bumpy, but it's a really good surface, and as you can see, it goes pretty much all the way up to the aqueduct. And we've just got the lift bridge and the little footbridge there. And these lift bridges are a lot easier to operate than a lot of people might think. You just have your little crank handle that you put on, and you just wind it up. I don't know if they're pneumatically assisted, but it's not as stiff and awful as you would imagine. Just the water points on the opposite side there. And, well, obviously you've got a few more boats moored up. And here we have it. That's the railings. That's the side without any railings. And my goodness me, you can check out another video if you search for Poncassufley Aqueduct crossing. As you can just see there, pushing the bike over and give the hand signal of no way am I trying that. But you can imagine when you've got that and you're stood over that, looking off a boat. Oh, unbelievable. We've got the sign at the junction, and, well, taking one last moment to look back over the Trevor Basin. There's all the boats lined up, ready for the holidays, and I suppose I will hand you over back to myself. And after a much longer trip and route back down the roads through some of the local Welsh villages, we are finally back. Oh, thank you very much for joining me on that little trip. hope the footage has come out well. Make sure you subscribe for a load more boat videos, bike videos and goodness knows what else. Of course, be sure to subscribe, like the Facebook page. Feel free to add my own personal account on Facebook because I post an awful lot about life on the canal and just general photos. So, have a fantastic day and I hope to see you around soon.